Now I just want to talk about kind of the current state of music. It's like I was watching this interview. It was Tupac at a gun range, and he was like, you could tell what the music industry letting people say based on the kind of music. And he was like, if it get to that point where it's all dancing, he was like, the rappers don't have no control. But if people still, talk about that gangster stuff, then you can tell that they still got control of the music. So I was like, that kind of makes sense. So I guess with that, I just want to.
That kind of makes sense. I also heard an interview with Scarface, and he was talking about, for example, in the music industry, how you got these people that's running the industry. They don't know nothing about the hood.
Right, right.
They don't know nothing about the reality. And unfortunately, the musicians, you would be surprised, they cannot, 99, if not most of them, they don't have the right to come and say, I want to say this on my album. I could say in the times of Pac, of course, he done what he wanted to do. He said what he wanted to say.
Yeah.
These kids nowadays, man, they have to say what these people want them to say. You think these people care about the youth? No, they don't care about the youth. You understand? They it's all about money for these jokers. They don't care if a person put out a song and tell 1,000 people to walk on the middle of the street and shoot and kill each other. As long as it's making money for that industry, they will put $1 million to back that song. And they want the people to die off that song so they can say this is real music here. So unfortunately, man, the state of, like I said, I don't listen to music anymore, but I stay informed from reading and paying attention to the thing. It's sad out here. You know what I mean? It was crazy when we was in it. Pac used to call it success. You know what I mean? He used to say, man, that Pac wasn't happy in the music industry. You understand? He was saying, man, one day I might be into politics. I remember Pac talking like that. But in that time, we wasn't happy. But nowadays, the industry opened up in a way where you might make a lot of more money because you have more avenues, people getting into different business and ventures and things like that. But the music industry don't help nobody out here. You know what I mean? You can't go to a rap artist and look at him and say, he made it successful. He sold millions of records, but look what he done to his community. He built up his community. He opened up stores. You can't do that in music industry. But when you look at other people that's involved in other businesses, you see some people that's building whole communities.
What is it with that? Like, cause from the outside looking in, it's like we see it like they don't care, or somebody in their ear telling them that they shouldn't do it or they can't do it.
I think honestly, most of them don't care. And not to only blame the artists, also the brothers, our peoples in the hood don't care. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like I had a cousin, my cousin husband, he did about 6 years in prison, came home, changed his life, started a construction company, started making money. He decided to go back to Newark and open up a store, like a regular corner store. And the first day that he opened up, the next day, he was sitting in the store. Some youngsters, 15, 16 years old, run up in there, robbed them, shot them, killed them, and killed them. You know what I mean? He was a married man with children. So when you look at that, you're like, man, even it's a struggle to come back to our neighborhoods to open up a business because our own people might be the ones slaughtering us.
Man.
So it's sad that I think it has to be education, that people have to realize that, look, man, when people want to open up businesses in the hood, this is going to benefit the people in the hood. You understand? Don't harm the people. Don't make them feel afraid to open up businesses in the hood. Allow the people to come to the hood, especially your own people that's trying to help you out, so that they can benefit the hood.
Right, yeah.